A lot of people are upset. A lot of people are angry. They're mad. They said, Diamond and Silk, please do a Facebook Live. We have to talk about this here. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to discuss some things tonight. What's wrong, girl?
Oh, this is good. This is delicious.
So, I had to collect my thoughts.
We had to collect our thoughts.
This is really a touchy subject.
Right.
For both sides. And I'm only on one side, and that's the truth.
Right.
Okay, so I can't be
on
the
fair side.
And the fair side.
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
So I can't jump from one side to the other. I'm only on. I want to stay in the middle of this conversation. But I do want to hear from you all tonight because I know a lot of people are upset. They're angry. They're outraged and they're mad. But you know, when things like this start happening, I have to get still and collect my thoughts.
Right.
Sometimes it's not good to speak out of anger when something ticked you off.
Exactly.
And I just want you all to know that I didn't watch Bill OReilly's show a whole lot.
Right.
I'm like a Sean Hannity girl or a Judge Janine. And then I'll turn it over to Fox Business. I'll look at Bernie and Cole, Lou Dobbs, Fox and Friends. So I wasn't really like a faithful Bill OReilly person. Okay. But when I look at everything, the series of events that took place,
yes,
it takes me all the way back to March the 28th, when I believe he was on Fox and Friends. And he said something about Maxine Waters' hair. Yes. And it seemed like to me after that, a series of events happened where all of this stuff started coming out about him and these women.
Right.
Okay? All right. Now, I did a little investigation.
Oh, you did some investigation?
I did a little investigation, yes.
Okay. What you find out?
Well, I found out that Fox News started paying these women. A story leaked back in January of this year.
Okay.
About Fox News paying some women off.
Okay.
Okay. But we didn't hear about the story.
Right.
And I'm thinking the reason why we didn't hear about the story was because it must not have been a slow news day. And everybody was probably preparing for the inauguration. So we wasn't into the story. We wasn't into what was going on, right?
Right.
So that story flew up under the radar. But everything pretty much came back when Bill OReilly said it about Maxine Waters' hair. They dug up this story, and another lady came out accusing Bill OReilly of allegedly doing whatever. Okay? All right. And all of this stuff is allegedly because we wasn't there. Y'all wasn't there. We wasn't there. That's why I only want to be on the side of the truth. Because I don't know what happened.
So these are allegations.
These are all allegations.
Okay.
Okay.
And speculations.
Okay. So I can't attest to what happened on either side.
And nobody was found guilty.
Nobody was found guilty of nothing. Bill OReilly was not found guilty of anything.
All right.
Okay? All right. So I just want you all to know that. All right. But. Or however. I think that they should put a new law in place because what I can't understand is how is it that allegations come out.
Right.
Somebody is paid. The story
to
be quiet about it and it goes away.
Right.
And then years later, a news organization can bring the story back and make it look like it happened yesterday.
Right.
And now somebody has lost their whole career because of it, or have lost. Well, I'm not going to say they lost their whole career because Bill OReilly's going to be fine.
Yeah, he's going to be
fine.
He's going to retire.
But I'm just saying.
But still, the bottom line, because we've seen this here happen a whole lot.
Right.
Yes.
And so what I want to suggest is this. I think it should be a law that if anybody is accused of sexual harassment, that they need to go to court and nobody need to pay out nobody.
Right.
Because now, since he's been fired from Fox, do they get their millions of dollars back that they had to pay out?
I mean, because that story did come out.
Right.
You see? It came out. But I'm not saying. First, let me just make a disclaimer.
Okay.
You know, I understand on the job, sexual harassment and all of that, and
we don't condone any of that.
We don't condone none of that. And if any of that is happening to you, you need to tell the proper authorities.
Right.
You need to go and nip it in the bud.
Right. Don't wait years later. Do it now.
Do it now.
Right.
Okay. So we don't condone any type of sexual harassment. Anybody touching on you that not supposed to touch on you. Anybody saying certain things that is derogatory towards you, etc. Even men, women, whomever. We do not condone none of that.
Right.
However, going off of accusations, allegations, and speculations to fire someone, okay? What we're coming to you all to tell you to do is to look at it from a business point of view.
Absolutely, that's right.
Okay, okay. Because after this came out, the last 2 weeks.
The last 2 weeks,
they started losing advertisers.
That's right. Around the bill. Now, he started gaining people.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But the advertisers started pulling out. And you cannot keep a show with just the people. I think it comes from if you got to have the advertisers because we as the people buy because we see the advertisers.
That advertised around the show.
Right. So these advertisers started pulling out.
Right.
And I guess Fox just didn't want the liability, even though his viewership started growing tremendously, especially after everything broke.
And they, from my understanding, they fear that more women will begin to just start coming out the woodworks. I don't know why they wait all the way to the same time if this happened. But everybody started coming out the woodwork, making more allegations, and then it becomes a big thing. So they found it in the best interest. And Mr. O'Reilly, you know, he had just signed the contract.
He had just signed a contract for $25 million a year.
Right.
I didn't know Bill OReilly was making that much money like that, girl.
He's going to be making a lot more.
However, they're going to have to pay him tens of millions of dollars to make him go away. Because actually they breached their own contract.
Right.
Okay.
So he's going to retire richer.
Right.
Is what he's
Listen, I really believe that Bill OReilly is going to be okay. But I think what I'm having a problem with is another conservative is gone. I think that's where my mind is at.
Yeah. It's.
Let me just not even worry about the allegations.
We can't even get into that because we wasn't
there
to know what happened.
But when I look at the takedown of another conservative, you may not like Bill OReilly. I didn't watch his show a whole lot.
Right.
But he had a conservative point of view, and it seemed like every week or every 2 weeks there's a conservative being taken down.
Being taken down with allegations, accusations, and speculation.
Right. So, with that said, how did the conservative movement allow it to only be one conservative station?
Oh.
See, because y'all listen to me when I say this here.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you have all of these media outlets. And you only have 2 conservative, but you have 5 liberals.
Right.
So let's say if they want to take down somebody at the conservative.
Right.
It starts with one media outlet, then they all join the bandwagon.
Yes.
Okay, and then they put that out there in the media.
Right.
And what they trying to do is figure out, it's called like a public opinion. You are guilty before the public.
Right.
Even if you don't have no evidence.
Nope. Right.
Remember what you said? Speculations. How you just say that?
Accusations and allegations.
Right.
Yes. And no accurate information.
Right. So how did this happen? And how do we recruit? Because are they going to take more people down?
And then when I look at it too, you know, you have the liberal side that have skeletons in their closet.
Well, let's get to that. So I'm watching it all go down, and I always like to watch the liberal side just to see what they're going to say. And so I was looking at one of our one of the channels. Not going to call their names, and I saw all of the correspondents and the pundits sitting on there.
Right.
And one of the ladies said, well, you know, you have to be careful because what happened all of those years ago can come back to light. Okay? So if you all want to play like that,
right,
then this cannot be a double standard.
Right.
So if you can go back into somebody's life 14 years ago,
right,
and bring up their past,
right, to use it
against them. Well,
right.
you know, there was another bill called Bill Clinton.
Yes, I
that
remember
paid money to women.
Lots of money.
To buy their silence. To make this go away.
Yes.
Why haven't he been silent? See, I think that the left, they have it all wrong. It is a big double standard, and they have the upper hand because it's 5 liberal stations against the 2 or the 1 conservative station. And so, and I think that what gets me is the conservative, they fold too fast.
Oh, they don't.
Somebody say this here, you fold too fast.
They don't know how to stick it out to the end. Right. I'm not saying all conservatives, but you know, they don't know how to stick it out to the end.
They don't.
And until you get directly to the truth, there's a lot of them that just fold so easily just for the situation to be gone.
Right. And when I look at everything, okay, if you turn to the left, they act like nobody have any skeletons in their closet. Like they are too goody two shoes and they do nothing.
Yes.
But then when you look and you Google them, some of these people are being sued. Some of these media outlets are being sued for racism and all kinds of other stuff. But you don't hear about it.
You don't hear about it.
And that's because the conservatives don't talk about what the left is doing.
Right.
But the left always got to talk about what the conservatives are doing.
Well, a lot of people that is on the right is scared that if they say something about the left, they're going to get fired. Because a lot of times the people that's on the left own the station.
Wow. That's interesting.
But that's the good thing about Diamond and Silk.
No, ain't nobody
We on our own platform and we can talk about both sides.
Both sides.
Both sides.
Well, you know, Bill OReilly, he's going to be paid millions, tens of millions of dollars. So I believe he's going to be okay.
He's going to be
I don't condone, listen, I don't want to be in the, I can't tell you, I was not there.
I wasn't there.
I can't take sides.
Nope.
I'm not going to take sides.
Nope.
I'm going to stay in the middle.
But I can say this. You know, Diamond, back in my day, you know, I was sassy. I was hot. I was like, I was hot. And you know, working on a job and men walking by or what have you and say whatever, you know, you smile, you do whatever. But when that one man crossed the line and just brushed up against me and made me feel uncomfortable, I stopped what I was doing right then and there and turned his behind in.
That's right.
I didn't keep playing around. Right. I didn't continue to just smile and say, hoo, wee. You see?
Right.
Because if you give them an inch, they're going to take them out.
Right.
And so I stopped it right then and there. I didn't wait to try to sue somebody.
Well, what I don't understand, people wait years.
Years.
They wait years and
to try to get money out of it. I just wanted this man to know.
They already done got the money. But they already done got the money from it.
I guess what I'm saying is this. I understand that there is a possibility that there is sexual harassment going on the job. I got that part.
Right.
But if it's a woman that's being sexually harassed, you need to go and tell the proper authorities, not sit in it and just wait and collect a paycheck.
But a lot of these women are afraid that that's their only livelihood. Look, I'm just throwing it out there too. I'm not trying to play devil's advocate.
At that time,
and I know there's a lot of Bill OReilly fans. A lot of people love Bill OReilly. Look, I just say another conservative is gone. I think it's a double standard here. And I think if you're going to do it for one side, it should be done for the other side. Don't tell me that you can go back into somebody past 14 years ago and then bring all of that stuff back up and try to destroy him. But the left act like they Miss Goody Two-Shoes and they have all types of skeletons in their closet.
That's right.
But nobody say nothing. Not even the conservatives say anything about what they do. I think it's a double standard. It's a double standard here.
It's a big double
it's
standard.
It's a double standard here.
That's right.
And so I want to hear from you all. I want to hear
immediately.
I want to hear what you all have to say. Somebody said that Tucker is the new runner-up. He is taking Bill O'Reilly place, so we'll see how he do. But I'm going to be honest with you all. I was reading a little small story that they were trying to say something about Tucker. And I don't even want to go into that. So that's why I'm like, why? I think that the conservative movement is being attacked.
But see, the liberals got a combination of stuff or theory that they see is working to cause people to fold. Because what the liberals want to do is they want to win this by any means necessary. They don't want to work with President Trump. They don't want to work with the conservatives. And then the sad thing about it is that there is conservatives within the party that's working against the president.
Well, that's the truth now.
Okay?
You all, go ahead.
And Bill O'Reilly, he made a statement.
Okay, give me the statement, yes.
He said, over the past 20 years at Fox News, I have been extremely proud to launch and lead one of the most successful news programs in history, which has consistently informed and entertained millions of Americans and significantly contribute to building Fox into the dominant news network in television. It is tremendously disheartening that we part ways due to completely unfounded claims. But that is unfortunate reality many of us in the public eye must live with today. I will always look back on my time at Fox with great pride in the unprecedented success we achieved, and with my deepest gratitude to all of my dedicated viewers. I wish only the best for Fox News Channel.
And I think that's what's unfortunate. Whenever you can, if the allegations haven't been proven, but I think we need to stop paying out people too much. I think we're giving away too much money.
Too much.
And if somebody is accusing somebody of sexual harassment, they need to go all the way to court.
They need to go
Nobody need to be paid no money.
That's right.
Let's take it all the way to court and let the judge decide.
Or go tell somebody, nip it in the bud right then and there. Don't just let it linger on for years and years and then say at the end, oh, I woke up this morning and I remember, oh, yes.
Well, you know, in fairness to women, look, and this right here, you have to be, look, people are afraid they may lose their jobs. You know, I don't know.
But they don't have, they may be afraid that they may lose their job, but they don't have a problem getting a paycheck from getting a check from somebody with the allegations. I mean, it works both ways. And I'm not just talking about women, because it's not just only women that get sexual harassed on a job. It's also men as well that can get sexual harassed on a job. So it should work. I feel that it should work both ways. That both men, women, if you feel like you're uncomfortable and you're being sexually harassed, look, nip it in the bud. Tell the appropriate person to get that nipped out, so the person will know not to cross that particular line. That's all I'm saying. Now, we don't know what happened in Bill O'Reilly cases.
We don't.
Wasn't there. Nothing has been proven. Allegations,
and they will try to make him guilty through public opinion. And I think that's unfortunate, and I think that's unfair. But here's the deal: if you gonna take the left and gonna try and destroy somebody, what about your people on the? What about them?
It brings me to this, like you just said. You know, after March the 28th, after he made that statement and how everything just started snowballing to this, it makes me wonder if this was like an actual setup.
It's like a double standard. I agree. Is it a witch hunt going on?
That's right.
Who's going to be the next?
That's right.
Who they going to try to take down next? So you mean you can go back 14, 20, 30 years and somebody passed, dig it up, and the way the media spinning it, act like it happened yesterday. And then, you know, I don't get it.
Everybody, go this, and nobody knows what happened. Everybody is just talking about, you know, they're saying it's just allegations, basically, when you don't have facts or have proven it. And I thought you was innocent until proven guilty.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Exactly.
But the media is not going to let that live. Not going to let that. They're not going to let it go down like that. Well, you know, we want to hear from you all tonight. We want to hear from you all tonight. And the reason why we want to hear from you all tonight, because we know people were very upset about this here. And in fairness to Fox, look, Fox is a brand. Fox is a business. And so if you have advertisers pulling out, they're not going to be able to pay people the millions of dollars
to
they pay
keep
them.
them there, right?
Absolutely.
I got all of that. And it was a business move that Fox had to make on their side. I got all of that,
right?
You know, as far as what they had to do. But I'm getting a little sick and tired of allegations, speculations, and no accurate information. Nobody's been proven of anything, and then people can lose their livelihood because somebody said something without fact or been proven guilty.
And it's sad and it's unfortunate because now they're being judged by public opinion not by, you know, whether they were right.
That's right.
So that's what's unfortunate. No proof.
Okay, so the number is 980-224-4600. 980-224-4600. We want to hear what you have to say about it. You know?
Right.
Is it
and
fair?
somebody said without viewers they can't survive either. Well, I totally agree. Without viewers they can't survive.
That's right.
And now they're saying without these sponsors they can't, these advertisers they can't survive either. Look, I don't know. I can't tell you. I can't get in the mind of Fox. I can't tell you. I don't know.
And make sure that your device is turned down so that you all can hear us and we can hear you. Okay.
Okay. How you on with Diamond and Silk? How you on with Diamond and Silk? What's your name and where you calling from?
Hi, it's Deborah with Oregon. In Oregon.
Hi, Deborah.
I had minor surgery today, so I hope I don't sound too stupid.
Okay. So real quick, give us your thoughts.
Medication. But I just wanted, we've watched Bill OReilly for years and really respected what he had to say. I have been a victim of abuse in my past. And I'm like you ladies, you don't hold on to it for 20 years and then say, oh, by the way, so guess what happened? And as far as if it's just, because I don't know Bill's case, I can't judge him.
Exactly.
Right.
But if it's name calling, I'm of that generation. When I was younger, like Sofa Ring, I was hot.
Oh, yes, baby.
I was called honey and baby and sweet cakes, but it didn't mean anything to me. It's when someone touches you that, okay, that's the
inappropriate.
Line,
that's right.
There, and you do need to speak up about it.
You
that's
do.
Right.
So I don't know what's going on. It would make me so sad if he's being, targeted or they're trying to get rid of him or something.
Exactly.
Thank you for calling, darling.
Thank you, darling.
Yeah,
yes.
I noticed when everything went, as soon as he made that comment, and I was in South Carolina when he made that comment because I was like,
oh, yeah.
I said, uh-oh.
Yeah, and keep in mind, too, even though somebody may be saying honey or baby or sweet chocolate or caramel to you, but people can say things that's inappropriate sexually.
Right.
And that can be deemed as sexual harassment as well.
But now, if I'm walking and somebody say, how you doing, sweet thing? It ain't gonna bother me one minute. I'm doing good and I'm gonna keep on walking.
Everybody's entitled to their own, but some people may say, oh my God, you're sexually harassing me, I'm gonna sue you.
But I thought harassment when they keep, I don't know. Let me just.
Everybody got their form of sexual harassment.
Well, is it time to talk to the men and let them know what's sexual harassment and what's not?
Honey, I don't know.
Because they may just say you look good today. Oh, you looking nice today.
I remember this hearing about this little boy at school, and he drew a picture of him, his wife, and his children all laying in the bed watching TV. And they called his mother and deemed that as sexual harassment.
Well, why?
Because he was in the bed with his wife and his children. And because it was a bed there. And he was a little boy, about 6 or 7 years old. You know how they're in school and they have you to draw this little thing. And all he drew was he wanted a family and they was watching TV.
And that's another thing too, you all.
Right.
So it needs to be, we you know what, this needs to be a big conversation.
Yes, it does.
What is sexual harassment? Because maybe sometimes people don't know when they're doing when they're being a harasser.
Right. Some of them.
Somebody may say you look good. Does that mean that they just sexually harass me because they told me I look like chocolate today?
Look, let me tell you.
Because we have boys that's gonna grow up to be men, and you don't want your son. They're in school, and they may say, "Oh, you look nice today," and that's a sexual.
And now they don't got a sexual harassment charge. That's right.
It's crazy.
All right.
Hi, you on with Diamond and Silk? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey there, I'm Ashley Owen from Alabama. How are you ladies doing? too.
Hi,
Hi,
Ashley. We're
Ashley.
doing wonderful. Okay, give us your thoughts, darling.
Honey, I am so distraught. Bill O'Reilly was my favorite. He was the smartest on TV, and it's a witch hunt. I really do think they've gone after him. They ran into Trump, and they had to move on to somebody else. And they're going to take out the conservatives, the people that are smart, that really tell you what's going on. They're going to knock them out every single time. And
I
that's the
agree.
last caller.
I agree,
agree,
darling.
darling.
Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you,
I totally
sweetie.
agree. I believe that they are trying to knock out the conservative
Oh, yeah.
movement.
Yeah.
But this movement, we have to learn how to stick together and
Yes.
be strong, and we cannot fold all the
Exactly.
time because the liberals do stuff. It
That's
was
right.
a liberal newspaper that brought this story to light. It was liberals
Yeah.
that did it. But I never see the conservative go after liberals like that. I never see them do that.
No.
And I'm like, okay, how do we, if we don't get a backbone,
Whew.
this
Somebody's
is
gonna take you out.
because this world we gonna live in a country of liberalism.
Right.
And I don't think we're
and
gonna
people
like
gonna
that.
live in a country of being scared to speak and say certain things, being fear that somebody's gonna deem them as whatever. And then,
what's happening is look like almost like the media is trying to be dictators.
yes. That
You
number
don't go
again-
along with me, I'm gonna take
I'm
you
gonna
down.
take you out.
Go ahead.
That number again is 980-224-4600. That's 980-224-4600. We have another caller.
Hi, you on with Diamond and Silk. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hi, this is Lisa from Edison, New Jersey.
Hi, Lisa.
How are you, ladies?
I'm doing wonderful.
I have a statement. No one seems to realize that Gloria Alvarez tried to destroy President Trump with her lies, and now her daughter, Lisa Bloom, is after O'Reilly. I find that coincidence.
Oh,
Wow.
okay. So she's
Yes.
being represented by the. You know what? But here's the deal about Allred.
Here's the
Allred,
deal.
whatever her name is. Why did she go and console Bill Clinton's
Right.
mistresses and the ones that they claim that he and we'll say allegedly assaulted and
Yeah.
and did all of that stuff? Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you,
And
darling.
you see the double standard here?
Yeah.
It is a clear double standard.
Right.
You got what I'm saying?
I got exactly what you are saying. I surely do. And we got to do something about that.
Yes,
and,
we do.
And get a backbone, like you
We
said.
really do. Hi, y'all with Diamond and Silk. What's your name and where you calling from?
Now look, y'all got to talk to us when you call in.
Sure, got to talk to us. But I look at all of this here, you all, and listen. I'm in the middle because
middle.
I don't know what happened.
Yes.
So I'm not finna take sides. But what I will say is I feel like the conservative movement is being attacked.
Yep.
And I do not like that. And I feel like that there is a double standard here and everything is one-sided.
Yes, it is.
Okay?
Yes,
and
it
I
is.
don't like it.
Yes.
Not only that, I also sent some bitch ass nastiness. I said it like that, yes. I sent some stuff that don't seem right.
Right.
You know, remember when you used to talk about that chest? We got a call on the line.
We have a caller on the line.
Okay, we'll pick it up back there.
The chest.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Hi, you're on with Diamond and Silk. What's your name and where you calling from?
I'm Joyce. I'm calling from Chambersburg, Pennsylvania.
Hi,
Hi,
Joyce.
Joyce.
Give us your thoughts, darling.
I'm thinking that with Bill O'Reilly, I am almost of the opinion that it was some kind of cyber warfare. Some people, like they've been doing, that called all the advertisers and made it look like thousands of people were calling. To bring it down, and I think it's a ploy the left is using.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
calling.
Very
I
good.
agree.
Thank
And
you, sweetie.
people
We
don't
love you.
understand. A lot of this stuff is people will troll you.
Troll you,
They
yes.
was trolls that be putting this here. That is
And
so
the left
sad.
will pay people to troll your page, to troll, etc., etc., etc.
But you know, these advertisers, they say, well, okay, I don't want to be around this here. But most of these advertisers, you need to look at who you advertising for, because everybody has a past.
Everybody.
So
Yes.
I don't think, I don't know.
And you was about to talk about the chest.
Well, I want you to bring up the chest because,
Yeah.
you know, with everything going on, in our country, you all.
Right.
I know some elections came up or whatever.
Right.
I see stuff that's not being done right.
Right.
It's like
Right.
things are not happening the way they're supposed to happen. And I think a lot of people, I think we're playing too much politics here.
Yeah.
And we're not using common sense to get stuff
Too much
did.
political correctness is going on.
And we got to stop that right there.
And if you look at it, whenever President Trump tried to push something that's going to benefit the American people, then the left, you already got one lady talking about, I'm not going to work with him.
Right.
I'm not going to work with him.
Y'all know who that is.
And
That's
she
Maxine
never
Ward.
worked with him, but she want him impeached.
Right.
She never gave him an opportunity, but she want him impeached. And now, as of today, she forgot she even want him impeached. But anywho.
But when you talk about that chest, it's supposed to be people that protect.
That protects you. That's right.
And I'm just like, when I look at everything,
right.
it's like the people that's either protected, it's like the people that's doing the protecting is being dismantled.
Dismantled one by one by
Yeah.
one.
Mm-hmm.
You have the rook, you have the knight, you have the bishop, you have the queen, you have the king, and then you have the pawns and
Right.
chess, okay? So the opposition, is there to try to get to the king. That's the name of the game, is to try to take out the king, the opposition king.
And I will use the bishop if I have to eliminate him. If I have to use the rook, eliminate them in the pawns.
What the left is trying to do is to eliminate the pawns and eliminate all of the main players that is around, because who they're targeting is President Trump. Yeah, and so when I look at Bill O'Reilly, okay,
He was a conservative voice.
That's
no
right.
matter, let's take out the allegations.
Let's
just take that out. He could come across as being a little arrogant.
Yeah.
Let's take that off.
But that's his
He
prerogative.
was a conservative voice.
That's right.
And it seemed like every week or every other week, a conservative is being taken down.
That's right.
And I don't.
So
it's
I
something
will
more
view
to
him
this.
as a pawn,
Right.
Because he's out there in the field. He's out there keeping the conservative message going, pushing President Trump's agenda,
Right.
Keeping that voice out there for viewers to see exactly what's going on,
Right.
And so when they take out a pawn, that person can get closer to the king, or get closer to a key player,
Right.
to take them out. But here's the sad thing.
What's the sad
is
thing?
that a lot of people that's right there playing certain positions are there to try to take President Trump down. They're not even for President Trump.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they're playing those positions.
This is the snakes that's
And the
in
reason
grass.
why I say that is because, and I wasn't going to bring this up, but we just had an election.
Yeah.
Somebody said, stop making excuses. Simone, listen, can y'all block her for me? Look, I ain't got to.
But what is she talking about? Stop making excuses for what?
I don't know. Ain't nobody making no excuses. I ain't got time for it tonight because I can start cussing.
Yeah.
I ain't got time for no foolishness,
That's
okay?
right.
But the deal is this here. We just had an election in Georgia.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, you got to make you got to make sure the right people are in the right place.
That's right.
And it's like I don't know, it's too many chiefs and not enough Indians.
That's
it's
right.
everybody wanting to do it a certain way.
That's right.
But it's not anybody that's going to follow direction. And when that happens, everything gets shambles, dismantled, and it's not right.
And it don't end up being right.
Right. If you don't have stuff in play, then stuff can't. But you got to be playing on the right. If you on this team, you got to be for the team.
Right. See, let's just take a game of baseball.
Right.
Okay? You have the catcher, you have the pitcher, you have the batter, you have the person on first base, second base, or whatever. Okay, if the person hit the ball, all right, at first base, he can't go run out in the field if he need to be there on first base to get if the ball. He got to be able to play with the team. But because if he don't play with the team, the other team can score a point.
Right.
What's happening right now, there is a lot of swamp monglers that's inside of this swamp, that's clogging the dang on pipes, that's keeping more swamp what you want to call them, in that swamp,
Right.
that's keeping the mess turning and going by any means necessary. People that is supposed to be playing key positions, that's supposed to be experienced
Right.
to know how this is supposed to be ran. They're not doing their job.
They're not doing their job, and we can see it. And I'm gonna tell you this here: if you say you want to run for something,
Right.
it needs to be some enthusiasm behind you.
Right.
You better act like you want to do it, because if not, you're not gonna win it.
You're
boo.
not gonna win
You
it.
ain't gonna win this here. You got to. Let me tell you something. You can't get up and say I'm running for this and ain't no enthusiasm. That's what happened to Clinton,
Oh,
and she lost.
yes.
There was no enthusiasm.
None whatsoever.
So I'm
people
just
got
saying.
tired of the same old. You get tired of eating the same old stale bread
Right.
every year.
Right.
People got tired of that.
And I'm just looking at, when it comes to some of these elections, it shouldn't be no 10 Republicans running against one Dem.
Right.
You gonna split the
Right.
votes?
That,
Who decision was that?
ooh.
Who decision was that? What? Listen, we on the same team.
Right.
We all can't bat at the
At
same
the same time. That's right.
Okay.
We can't
So-
do it at
so
the same-
everybody can't
so
be
if
at
it's, so if you at the end of this game, Diamond, I'm glad you said that.
Mm-hmm,
Okay. And the game is tied 2-2. You gonna put your best batter up there
Right.
to hit a home run.
Right.
Not someone that ain't hit the first home run all season. And then everybody up there know I'm gonna be the main person to do this. I'm gonna be the main person to do
It's
that.
too many. It's too many Chiefs, and it's not enough in Indian.
Right.
It is, and we have to. I don't look. I'm a Republican. I love my party. I love my president. It's too many conservative voices being silenced. It's too many conservative folding, and it's too many people passing the buck,
Right.
and they're not working to get the job done.
Done.
And with all of these elections, these key elections taking place in different parts of the country,
Right.
who is the political planner, the person that goes out to look at this here?
That's right.
I don't need you up there in that White House eating bonbons,
No.
drinking on mochas.
Yeah.
You need to be out in the fields to see
Right.
who's running in this here to make
What's
sure
happening?
we can win key things.
It's called strategic planning. If you're supposed to know this game,
Right.
you're supposed to know who's gonna be best to be on first base, who's gonna be best to be out in the outfield to catch
Right.
them, who's gonna be the best catcher out in the outfield so
Right.
this person won't get a home. Who's gonna be best? And the so-called best is already supposed to be implanted in certain positions, but they're not doing their job.
But if they not doing their job, then who's over them? See, the buck stopped with somebody.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree.
We got to come on to the
Go
phone
to the
line.
phone.
We got some more draining of that swamp to do.
A whole lot more.
Yes.
980-224-4600.
How you on with Diamond and Silk? What's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Vicki. I'm calling from California. How are you ladies tonight?
Hi, Vicki. We're doing wonderful.
Talk to us.
Listen, I just love you ladies. If you're ever in California, I'd love to go take you to lunch somewhere.
Oh,
Back
wonderful.
to the issue. I think this is a witch hunt, what they've done to Bill O'Reilly. I think he just recently signed a new contract with him. This is came out of nowhere. And
Yeah.
I agree 100%. People should be are innocent until they're proven guilty. He hasn't even had any time to evaluate this. And I'm worried if they can do this to Bill O'Reilly like this quickly, you think Sean Hannity's going to be next, or anybody that stands up for Trump?
Look, I agree with you. I'm telling you, I don't have the words. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how do we fight back against this? First of all, we got to stop folding too fast. I think sometimes we fold under too fast because of the liberals. We have to stop doing that. We got to stop folding so fast.
Yes.
And then second of all, we have to know what team we playing for, and we have to come together and stick together.
Yes.
And I'm seeing people, we're not sticking together. Everybody is not playing for the same team. Even though we on the same team, we're doing other things.
Backstabbing.
And we got to stop that.
Yes.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
calling. We
sweetie.
love
Thank
you.
you.
We have to
It's
stop that.
There's a lot of backstabbing that's going on, Diamond. And it's been going on because, first off, a lot of people is upset that President Trump won this election.
Well, he won it fair and square.
He won it fair and square. And they're upset that the ones that had all of this experience lost it for Hillary.
Well, see, this is the reason why they're going to lose. I was reading an interesting article with this feminist, and I can't even pronounce her name, child.
You're talking about Camille? Is it Camille?
Is that her name? Let me see if I can get. I don't even know this lady's name. But first of all, she mentioned us in the article.
Go up just a little bit.
Go up a little bit more. Okay,
right there.
Her name is Camille. I can't pronounce her last name.
Paglia.
Okay,
come on.
But anywho, she even said that how the Democrats are overplaying their hands.
Right.
They're gonna lose again because of that. Let me tell you something.
We want them to lose. Yes.
President Trump did not win this with solely Republicans.
Right.
He won this with also Democrats. The people that didn't want to vote anymore.
Right.
People that never voted in their lives.
Right.
So they need to really understand that. And so some of these hardcore Democrats or these liberals, they're overplaying their hand, which is going to cause them to lose.
Good.
Which is going to cause them to lose. So when I see them trying to take down conservatives, all they're doing is outraging people.
Well,
it's outraging people. Well, you know what? They're going to remember this. They're going to remember all of this here. All of this here. Now, go ahead, Sil.
Well, I was about to say, it's just like the $8 million that they pushed behind this guy in Georgia. Okay?
A waste of money because he still didn't win it.
But they threw out all of this different underhanded stuff to try to get this one person to win. Okay? And they did the same thing when Hillary was and Bernie against Hillary and Bernie.
That's a lot of money, $8 million, and you still didn't get across the finish line.
They should have gave that to Diamond and Silk.
We would have. Well, let me tell you. Here's the deal. I just want to make sure that if you're running for office, you better make sure you're well equipped for it, and make sure you have some enthusiasm behind you, or you won't be. You won't be winning it.
No, you won't.
How you on with Diamond and Silk? What's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, this is Teresa from Wisconsin. What's up, ladies?
Hey, Teresa.
Half the problem is it's fear of flight. Everybody wants to fly away instead of staying on our side, and that's what's going on. It's either fear or faith, and nobody has faith anymore. I see all these people running. All these people are scattered around right now saying, we love Trump, we love Trump, and now we think the world is coming to an end, so now let's kiss Trump goodbye. You either have to have faith in the man, and if you don't have faith in him, then you need to get on your knees and you need to pray.
Yes.
Because guess what? We're going to be okay.
He's the president.
And we are going to, thank you so much for calling, darling. We are going to be okay. That's one thing that we know.
Yes.
But what bothers me so bad is that there are key players that's supposed to do things.
That's right.
And things don't get done until after the fact. Just like Georgia. Why in the heck was 5 or 6 people's running in the Republican race? Why wasn't one person picked so we could all support that person, win that, and be done with that so we wouldn't have to wait for a runoff?
Well, a lot of people is not loyal to the cause.
They somewhere sitting up eating on some candy or something instead of doing their job.
Right. But see, what it is an underhanded plan. This is underhandedly planned. You have some that's in the Democrat Party working with some that's in the Republican Party. It's all underhanded because at the end of the day, they want to take our man down. They don't want him to succeed. They don't want him to say, when he say he's going to do something, they don't want to see it done because that means that's a check for Trump. They don't want to see that. So they will do everything they can to undermine the American people, undermine his presidency, undermine everything that President Trump stands for to make him look bad.
And it's a disservice.
Especially
when these little minor hookups, this stuff can be rectified real quick if somebody was doing their job. I'm talking about really doing their job. But who idea?
Right.
But you just sitting back because you don't get so complacent being in the White House and you're looking at all of the oh, it's so nice, and you forget about what we're doing here. The seats that is and mandatory that we take.
Right.
And if you don't have everything lined up in place,
that's right.
Somebody can just come and take that.
There's about 90% of President Trump people that's around him, that's working for him, that needs to be fired.
It's called draining the swamp.
Yeah, it's about 90%.
Oh, God, he ain't got but 10% up there that's loyal.
Exactly. 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 Because the ones that I saw that helped him get there, where are they at?
They not around.
Where the hell are they at? I see people up
those
there,
are the people those are the people that need to be brought into the mix, because those people make sure of certain things. See, listen to me, you all. We knew President Trump was going to win this.
We knew it.
He had a bunch of loyal people on the campaign trail that made sure different states lined it up, that looked at different things, not just was sitting around just doing nothing.
Right.
Those are the people, because those people would have been like, wait a minute, we should not have all of these Republicans in this here, not 13 people running in no race. And President Trump can't keep up with every little thing. You're supposed to have these people in place to make sure of this, to make sure of that.
That's right.
And I get so annoyed.
And people are not playing their damn position.
Right. Right, it
they're not playing their position.
No. They're just doing something. You just sitting up there to get a check and to say I'm up there in the White House and I work for the administration. Right. But you're not doing nothing.
No.
And yes, the swamp do need to be drained.
It's got to be drained.
And you probably need to go back to some of the people in the campaign.
Yeah.
Find some of those people. Yes. Because I know it was people out there that made sure certain things. There is no way, unacceptable, that nobody caught all of those people running in Georgia. We could have won this the other night and been done with this.
And another thing, President Trump did not win this with experience.
People.
So the people that's in there with experience are the same ones that's been helping to keep this country stagnated. Yeah. Yep, and yeah.
It's the truth.
And so whenever it's time to get stuff that I'm looking at, even tax reform, you got these, okay, Lord forgive me, I was about to call them a name, but you got these people that's on the left already talking about they're going to go against that. But this is something to happen to benefit all Americans when it comes down to our doggone taxes. I am tired of paying all of this doggone taxes, especially for people that don't even belong over here.
Oh, they trying to do a sanctuary city, I believe. Where is it at? In California?
Yes. Yes, They're trying to do sanctuary cities in a lot of different places, but the people, the citizens that's already there are homeless. The Americans, people that's there are homeless. And these sanctuary cities are only there really to harbor a lot of criminals. Because when you cross that border illegally and you didn't get your proper paperwork, you committed your first crime.
That's right. Absolutely. Look, I don't know what we doing.
All of my doggone money for all of this stuff, and then when I got to go buy me some food, I can't go get no food stamps, but I got to pay for somebody else to be on food stamps that's not even supposed to be here. And then when this man come along and say, I want to lower taxes for all Americans, I want tax reform so people can get back to work, then you got these so and so sitting on the left, sitting on their high and mighty stand. We're going to go against that.
And it's going to help them too.
Who helped me?
It's going to help them too. Somebody said that they feel betrayed by Fox. You listen, you all can feel the way you feel. You have a right.
Yes.
To feel the way you feel. Give out the number again. Somebody said they blocked your phone.
980-224-4600. They got that stuff for real life.
Cut down everything, baby. Okay. Hi, y'all. With Diamond and Silk. What's your name and where you calling from? Hey, Pumpkin. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, we'll come back to a lady.
Yes.
Somebody said, you two are taking me to church. You all, look, I don't like to feel something or see something.
Right.
And especially when stuff can be right.
Yes.
But you got to, if I'm for you, I'm for you.
Right.
And if I'm your friend, I'm going to look out for you.
Yes.
Wait a minute. And I don't know why people didn't see a lot of things.
That's right.
Until the last minute.
Because they wasn't into it. It's just like when we was riding into DC and how the driver was like, you know, it was at nighttime and told us to look over and we saw the White House. It was beautiful. It was lit up. But the buildings around it looked exhausted to me. It looked like evilness was around this doggone beautiful White House that was lit up. It is something going on up there in Washington.
It really is.
It is demonic. It is something. There's thieves up there. It's a lot of stuff that's going on up there that is not benefiting us as the American people. And that's why we voted for Donald Trump. We wanted something different because we got sick and damn tired of these freaking career politicians going up there, sitting on their asses and not doing nothing to benefit the American people.
And not doing absolutely nothing.
Okay, it's somebody's on the phone.
Somebody on the phone. Hey, y'all with Diamond and Silk, what's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, my name is Kelly, and I'm calling from Mississippi.
Hey, Kelly. Okay, give us your thoughts, darling.
Oh, girl, I'm so excited. You don't understand. I ran around the RNC trying to find y'all. I was at the inauguration. I am like a super fan, and I'm just so excited to speak to you guys.
Oh,
but,
wonderful.
just kind of wanted to give my 2 cents
Okay.
about the Bill O'Reilly thing, because I really just don't understand how all of this came up 5 years ago, and how they didn't fire him 5 years ago. If it was such an incredible, big deal, and look, I do not condone sexual harassment on any shape, way, or form.
Right.
I'm totally against it. I think a lot of people say things in a joking way, and it's just kind of a banter that we have with each other. But there is a line that can be crossed. And I think the whole thing that went down with Roger Ailes, like when he got fired, the whole Carlson thing, I feel like that's when all of this got brought to the table with Bill O'Reilly. And I just kind of feel like he's being a big scapegoat for all of this right now.
Yeah.
And then they talk about these, you know, what is it, the 2 wives, what's their names? You know, the wives of the, oh my God, who is it that owns Fox News right now? I can't think of it.
Who?
The guy that owns Fox
Come on,
News
Martha.
and his, you know, the 2 sons, their wives. I just read some article about how their wives were all involved, and they were the ones trying to get Bill O'Reilly fired. I just think it's wrong. I think it's so wrong. I love Bill, and I know Bill's going to be fine, but, you know, he just connected to you. Like, everything he said was spot on. Man, if he thought Trump was wrong, he'd call Trump out, and I love the fact that he do that. And I'm just going to miss him, and that's my 2 cents.
Wow.
Oh, thank you so
Thank
much
you,
for
sweetie.
calling.
Thank you.
A lot of people gonna miss him. I think she might have been talking about Murdoch or one of the 2
But
sons.
still, with this social media platform, just like President Trump used his Twitter account,
Right.
just to send a tweet versus using the news media,
Right. You think Bill O'Reilly will be
he
fine?
is going to be
Do-
just
I, well,
fine.
I can tell that Bill O'Reilly loved what he did because being 67, you should be retired, but you were still going full blast ahead,
Right.
writing your books and being on your show. I just
Right.
it's unfortunate.
Well,
Another
it is what it
conservative
is.
gone. You all
well-
listen, like him, hate him. We don't know if these are all alleged allegations. There is another conservative voice silence. That's all I can say. Another conservative voice
It's
is silence.
silence on Fox.
Right.
But if he have a Facebook page, he have Facebook Live.
Yes.
If you have a YouTube channel, he have
YouTube
YouTube. There's outlets. And see, that's another thing. People have to learn how to use what you got to get what you want. Okay? We, Diamond and Silk, we use what? Just what we had.
Yeah.
And look at where we're at today. Okay? Bill O'Reilly will be just fine.
I think he's gonna be fine.
He will.
I think
But
I think we as the conservative people,
Yes.
conservative mindset,
Yes.
the Republican Party, We have to stand together.
We have to stand together and stop folding like paper.
We have to stand together.
That's right.
And not only do we have to stand together, we have to support our president.
Yes.
We have to support our president.
Loyal.
And be loyal. And if some swamp draining need to go on, drain the swamp.
Hell yeah.
But I would say, go back and reach back and get those people that helped
get you there.
The ones that was really in the campaign and really
because
working
these
in new
that's
things.
around them do not plan to have people there.
If you were that concerned, there is no way you would have sat there and had that many people running on the Republican ticket in Georgia.
That's right.
We could have won this.
Nobody paying attention.
Ain't nobody paying attention. You ain't on with Diamond and Silk. What's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Gary. I'm from Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
Hey, darling, give us your take.
I think it's a whole complete setup, and they're doing to the conservatives, the Republicans, like they do it to the Christians.
Wow.
They're trying to shoot us down.
Wow. Thank you. Yeah. You know what? I think he has a point.
Yeah.
I don't want to see a country that's just full of liberalism. I want to have my view. Right. And I don't want to be shot down if I'm a Christian or if I have a conservative way of thinking about things.
Right.
As if I'm doing something wrong.
That's right.
Or you trying to destroy me because I think this way.
Right.
Right.
I just look at even whenever we first came on the scene and how we would do media hits, interviews or what have you. And it seemed like, especially towards the beginning of everything, every one of them, they tried to make us look bad. They try to tie our words up or
marginalize us.
Right. To make it look like we really didn't know what we were talking about.
Right.
And then when I look at the same news media today, all they can do is sit back and look at us.
Well,
that's all they can do.
Because they don't
They
don't know how to take us.
Exactly.
They don't know how to take us.
Exactly.
It's really sad, you all. It's unfortunate. That's the 411 that was going down with Bill OReilly, and I'm like, I don't know what to say. We're gonna have to stick together. We're going to have to start sticking together.
And it's not even just about being conservative.
Right.
Because we didn't vote for President Trump because he was a Republican.
Right.
And it wasn't about the party.
That's right. We voted because what he was going to do.
Exactly.
And I want these elitist Republicans to understand that we voted for President Trump.
Right.
We didn't vote for them to get in there and not help the president.
Exactly.
And so the ones that's around that's supposed to be making sure of certain things, if they're not doing their job, then we need to drain the swamp of them and get somebody that's knowledgeable when it comes to the political process, especially these small little primaries or whatever that they're holding in these states, to make sure that we win the seats that we need to win. Because there, before the grace of God, a few more dollars may have put that guy that's not even in that district over the top.
He don't even live in
that district.
He can't even vote for himself in that district.
So what I'm saying is somebody's got to be there to make sure of certain things.
Right.
President Trump can't look. You got the boss.
Yeah.
You got people that's doing things, and then you report back to the boss.
Everybody have a position that they are supposed to play.
He shouldn't have to micromanage you. And that's just like you the boss, but you got to go run and do this and go run and do that.
Once again, experience don't seem to be getting the job done.
That's right. So maybe we need to find
listen, I'm trying to tell you, because if you look at it, the ones that were so experienced in politics, when they got in politics, they did nothing. President Trump is not experienced in all of this political correctness. He got up there and started doing what he said he was going to do.
He sure did.
That's what he did.
He sure did.
So it's time for us all to look. All of this game plan.
We got to stop
using the American people.
We got to stop. We got to stop that. Stop the game plan.
Yes.
And do your job, because we, the American people, we see it, and we like, are you serious?
Are you really
This is supposed to be already taken care of,
right?
And not after the fact. We shouldn't find out stuff after the fact.
Right.
We should know we got this here. We got this here.
Right.
And this could have been done quickly.
Well, you know what, Diamond?
Yes, girl.
It is time to go. Can I just tell everybody to make sure you go and visit Diamond diamondandsilk.com. Go to diamondandsilk.com, watch some of our videos, read some of our articles that we have there on our website. And don't forget to visit the Diamond and Silk store, diamondandsilkstore.com. We know that everybody is on the Trump train, but let's not forget about the prayer train. Every day at 11:21 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we make sure we stop what we're doing and we pray for our president. We pray for his family. We pray for this country. Now, if you're in your vehicles and you're driving at 11:21, do not close your eyes or bow your heads while you have your hand on the steering wheel. We do not want you to get into an accident.
That's right.
But you can still say a quiet prayer for our president.
That's right. And you all, and don't forget to like our Facebook, follow us on Twitter, like our Facebook page, and all of our social media platforms, Periscope,
Yes.
Instagram, all of that.
Yes.
We love you
Google
all
Plus,
so
all that.
much.
Yes.
And, you know, we just needed to check in with you all because we know a lot of you all was so upset.
Right.
And if Diamond and Silk go Facebook Live, we have
Right.
to talk about it. So tonight we gave you a chance to
And
vent
Monday
about. And what's
Monday
happening Monday night?
We may not.
Okay, so Facebook
Yeah.
Live will probably be exempt on Monday night of
Yes,
next
it's coming
of
Monday.
this coming Monday, you all. But we will be back in the pocket probably one day next week. Listen, we just coming to give you the 211. We call it the 211 because it's two of us.
And we're the ones giving it to
So
you.
in the meantime and in between time, we will see you all next time right here on Facebook Live. Good night, everyone,
Good
and
night,
have a
darling.
lovely day tomorrow. Bye-bye.